W18 starts now.
Yeah, it does make me upset.
If it all ties back to safety, I think red light camera funding is the way to go.
A long simmering debate over red light cameras. Are they really keeping drivers safe?
And where exactly is that money from tickets going? Well, this year, Florida drivers will pay more than $100 million in fines from red light camera tickets.
Is that cash being spent to make us safer out on our roadways? Western News investigative reporter Greg Fox examined every local community with red light cameras and where ticket money was being spent.
Red light cameras, are they making us safer or just filling government pockets?
A safety thing.
I think it's more about the money.
Money.
I would say it's about safety.
For every $158 fine, 83 goes to the state, 75 stays local. The law does not say how the money should be spent. But WESH 2 Investigates obtained all records from the past 5 years for the 8 local cities and counties currently operating red light cameras. Collectively, they've hauled in nearly $28 million in net revenue after expenses. 5 of them, Ocoee, Edgewood, Maitland, Winter Park, and Osceola County, tell WESH 2 Investigates the money goes into general revenue, which means it can be spent on anything.
Yeah, it does make me upset.
Amanda Day is director of Bike Walk Central Florida. She says all red light camera money should be spent on streets and sidewalks.
And are they being reinvested into making it safe for people that walk, bike, and drive?
Last year, the city of Orlando began investing its red light camera money into specific safety projects aimed at protecting pedestrians, like this high visibility crosswalk along Mercy Drive with the strobes and yellow signaling. The Orlando Safe Streets program to cut traffic lanes and add bike lanes and crosswalks is part of a new $1.8 million safety campaign. But before last year, Orlando sunk all red light money into the general fund. The city's transportation director tells me Orlando changed course after pressure from lawmakers.
That those funds were not being specifically targeted and used for safety projects.
So going forward, that is the way they're going to be.
That's going to continue to be the way.
In Kissimmee, 100% of its red light camera revenue from the past 5 years has been spent repaving roads.
We use that as an opportunity to put in bike lanes.
They've also improved crosswalks and added wider sidewalks as well.
If it all ties back to safety, I think red light camera funding is the way to go.
All of its red light camera revenue into a trust fund only for transportation, but could not provide WESH 2 Investigates with an itemized list of improvements and their costs. Regardless of how red light money is spent, our research shows the companies that run the red light camera programs get a bigger cut of the local money than cities and counties, more than $36 million in the past 5 years. Greg Fox, WESH 2 News.
Now, there were 77 cities and counties in Florida with red light cameras in 2014. This year, there are just 50, down 35%, and yet the projected revenue of more than $100 million is roughly the same as it was 6 years ago. Now, here is what we learned. Revenue is up despite the number of communities dropping red light camera programs because records show fewer drivers are fighting the tickets.
Preferably Caucasian.